Put off my camera if that's okay?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to get recorded doing what I don't know how to
No,
do.
no, no. No, and I wanna see I'm recording it, but I'm hoping it's only recording my screen.
Yeah, I hope so because that will be a better option.
Yeah, so, let me see here. I'm just going through my, um, I believe all right, let's hope it's just recording mine. If not, we'll learn and we'll figure out the next time.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so for the first part, we're going to do this is something that I actually never went over in our class before, but it's how we're going to properly engage our core. And if you keep your core engaged through every move and exercise that you do, you are going, like, you could be standing in your kitchen and do this core engagement, and you'll be
Mhm.
working your abs, and you don't even have to do any crunches to get any outcome with it. So I'm going to stand up so you can see. So what we're first going to do, you're going to breathe, but you're going to breathe through your chest. So your chest is going to expand. You're going to breathe through your nose,
Mhm.
and then you're going to exhale through your lips. And when you exhale through your lips, you can see that your abs are going to tighten. So I'm just going to do it again. I'm going to breathe through my nose, exhale through my lips, squeezing my abs. And then when I'm doing that, you kind of like want to pull your belly button in. You're going to kind of feel it lift from down here up. It's going to be like wrapping in. So we're breathing in through our chest, out through our mouth, pursed lips, tightening our abs, and we're kind of pulling our belly button in at the same time. And you can kind of feel it lift from down below. And we're going to keep that engaged as we're breathing. And it's kind of like you can kind of like, you're doing it properly, you can kind of feel it tighten and shake a little bit. But anytime I say engage your core, this is what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like our abs are wrapping into one another.
Okay.
In through the nose, tight, pulling it up from down, belly button in. So we're not sucking in our stomach like this. We're literally tightening it as we breathe out, and then it's pulling up. It's kind of like a 1, 2, 3 type thing, but we're gonna keep that tight. So we'll stay here and breathe for a couple. You could do this in your house, just standing wherever, and you do this for 30 seconds, a minute, and keep this core tight. And that itself is an ab workout because it is working every inch of your stomach. Just got to keep breathing through it. I'm talking through it. One more breath in, out through the mouth. Engage that core, belly button to spine, pulling up from down, and hold it. Can you feel the difference there?
Yep.
Okay. Once I learned, like, that is something that I saw somewhere, and I was like, oh my God, this is the proper way to engage it. And once I started doing that, I have noticed a huge difference when I do crunches, when I do anything that involves the abs. I can actually feel it working rather than when we do, like, say, for instance, this exercise and we're just going like this, and
Mhm.
they're
Mhm.
really working your abs. You need to make sure that our abs are engaged. So when we're
Yeah.
doing it, you can really feel it move. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, now we're gonna start up. We're gonna do an inchworm. So we're just gonna stand straight up here, and we're gonna walk it out. We're gonna hold a tall plank, and then we're gonna walk it back up. We'll do this a couple times. Stand up, breathe, inhale, exhale, walk it out. Hold high plank, breathe, inhale, walk it up. Feel that stretch behind your legs. Roll one vertebrae at a time. Exhale. Inhale, bend down. We're walking it out. Tall plank. Hold it. Exhale, walk it back up. Roll one vertebrae at a time, rolling our shoulders. Inhale, reach down, walk 1, 2, 3, hold it tall plank. And when we're holding tall plank, we're keeping our belly button up to our spine. We're not letting our belly button drop at all. We're holding, breathing. Reach back and walk it back up. Woo. Breathe. One last time. Inhale in. Bend down. Exhale. Walk it out. Hold it. Breathe. Belly button to spine. Once we're in this position, take your right leg and bring it up to your right hand, and we're going to go into a lunge. If you want to drop your knee, you can drop your knee, or you can hold it up. But we're going to take our elbow and we're going to reach it down to that foot and reach back up to the sky. And reach back. We're doing a deep lunge here. You can drop your knee if you want to. Kind of opening up the chest here, opening up our legs here, deep breathing. Inhale, really lean into it. This is probably one of my favorite stretches to do. Wake up in the morning. One more. Reach down. Up. Plant that right hand back down on the mat, and we're going to swing our right foot back into a high plank, and we're going to swing the left leg up to the left hand. Same thing. Left elbow down to the left foot and reach up. Again, you can bend your knee here if you want, or keep it up and down. We're reaching up and down, breathing through it, lean into it. Inhale up, look at your fingertips, and exhale down. Inhale up, whew, and exhale down. Lean into that, lean into it. One more, up and down. All right, swing that left foot back into high plank. We're gonna drop the knees and we're gonna swing it around. We're gonna do some pelvic tilts because we're gonna get started in our first round of block, and we're gonna be working on our lower ab here, lower stomach here. Just have my notes here. So we're gonna lean back and we're gonna do some pelvic tilt. So with the pelvic tilt, we wanna make sure that we're in neutral spine. I'll show you how to do that. We're gonna make a triangle with our fingertips. So we're going to point our fingers down to our pubic area. Our thumbs are going to be pointing up to our belly button. So we're going to make a triangle right on our lower stomach. We're going to tilt the pelvic bone towards our fingertips, and then we're going to tilt the pelvic bone back towards our thumbs. And imagine we have a marble, and we're just rolling forward and backward. We are only moving the pelvic bone. We're not moving anything else. Forward and backward. You can feel your back arch. And then when you roll your hips back, you can feel your back is flat on the mat. There's no air underneath it. So we're going to do that a couple times. Use your breath through the movement. Inhale, roll it forward. Exhale, roll it back. Inhale, roll it forward. Exhale, roll it back. Then you're going to go in the middle as if you have a marble in there, and the marble is balancing in between the fingers. That right there is neutral spine. So you can kind of put a couple fingers underneath your lower back. That is neutral spine. We want to make sure our core is tightened. So if you take your fingertips onto your hip bone and then you go a little bit inward, and there's that little spongy area between your pubic area and your hip bone, that if you tighten it, that is going to be what needs to be engaged. That's going to help you with your lower belly. That's going to help with your hip flexors when we do these leg movements. All right, let me grab my timer here. We're going to get started with the first one, and we're going to be doing toe taps. I'm going to move that over here. We're going to do 45 seconds of toe taps, and it's going to be all what is it? Is it alternating or is it not alternating? We're gonna do alternating. So we're gonna lift one leg up in a 90-degree angle, keeping that core tight and engaged. And then we're gonna lower. We're gonna lift the other one up and lower. Again, making sure our core is engaged through all of this. Very simple movement here. We're just warming up the body here. for what is to come. Keeping it nice and slow. Lift up and down. Lift up and down. I like to sometimes keep my hands on that area next to my pubic area to make sure, and my hip bones, to make sure that it is engaged at all times. And down. Lift up and down. Up and down. Up and down. On the next one up, we're going to move our right leg up, and then we're going to extend it out. Extend your right leg out and lower. So lift, bring in, and lower. Left leg, bring up into 90 degrees, extend out, and lower. Keeping it engaged. And we're going to keep alternating. So just one at a time, kind of like we're walking. Lift up, bring in, and lower. 90 degrees, extend it out, and lower. Nice and slow. When I do this for myself at home and everything, I'll add in ankle weights for my Pilates classes for just myself personally, because I like the extra added weight into it. So if you ever have ankle weights at home and you want to add them on, you're more than welcome to do that. Just warming up the legs here and lower. One more on this side and lower. Bring it up. Now we're going to bring both knees up into the 90 degree, and we're going to extend out and lower. Up, bring in. Extend left leg out, lower, up, and in. Again, keeping that core engaged. Lower, bring up, 90 degrees. Up, lower. Breathing through it, core engaged. Lift the leg up, 90 degrees. Alternate between the legs. Tight core here and lower. Bring in. Extend leg out, up, in. Breathe. Whew. Starting to build up some heat. I'm getting warm now. Yeah. All right, we'll do one more here. Up and bring in. All right, place both hands onto the side. And what we're going to do, you can bring both legs out and down and up. Or if that's too difficult, you can keep your knees in a 90 degree. And we're just going to toe tap both knees down. Do this. Both. Keeping that core engaged. Or you can extend your legs out. Woo. And do a double leg lower. Breathing through it. Again, whatever works for you. If you need to bend your knees, sometimes I find it easier to bend my knees. If at any point you feel arching under your back, you need to bend your knees. We want to make sure that our back is flat against the mat for this one. Anytime our feet are off the ground in an exercise, we want to make sure that our back is flat against the mat. Breathe. Or you can do it double leg lower. Keep going, almost there. Woo! All right, lower your legs there. I thought I brought a water in for myself. I gotta find it. Yeah. All right, next, huh?
Yep, I need water too.
I know, right? I get so parched when I'm talking and exercising at the same time. Okay, next we're gonna do, we're working our way up to a Pilates 100. So what we're gonna do, our knees are bent, feet are on the floor, and we're gonna put our hands out to the side. They're gonna hover above the ground just a little bit. And we're not gonna be lifting with our neck. We're squeezing our abs to lift us up, but it's just a slight ab prep. Keeping that core tight. We're using our abs to pull us up. Use the ab. You can tilt your chin a little bit down to your chest, but we're not using our shoulders. We're not using our chin, our head to lift us. We're using our abs to squeeze us and pull us up. Inhale, exhale. Woo. Keep going. The slower you go, the more you're going to feel it burn. Breathe through it. Breathe, keeping it nice and tight. We'll do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Tilt your head side to side. Release any tension that you may have had there. I'm going to take my jacket off for this next one. The next one we're going to do a Pilates 100. So it's kind of taking all those movements that we just did into this one big movement. We're going to do about 30 seconds of the Pilates 100. I'm going to demonstrate first and then we'll go into it. So our back is going to be flat against the mat. You can either bend your knees in the 90-degree. We're going to lift like we did in the ab prep. We're lifting with the abs, not with our neck, not with our shoulders. Our hands extend out to the side and we'll pump. You can extend your legs straight out. This is a Pilates 100 and we'll hold it, or you can do this. Your back should be flat against the mat at all times. So I'm going to set the timer here. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. The most important thing with this is that we are breathing and we're pumping our arms as if we're tapping the top of water. We go tap, 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 tap. Breathe through it. Squeeze our legs together. We're not letting our belly dome. We are keeping our core engaged. We don't want any bread loaves with our belly because that means we're not engaged. Our back is flat against the mat. We're almost there. Breathe. Woo, woo. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, and down. Woo. That always gets me twisted out here. That's always a tough one. That is always a tough one. Okay, let me grab my water now because now I actually really do need it. All right. How do you feel after that?
Awesome. If my muscles are screaming, it means it's working.
That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. We're going to go into our next block. And we are going to fix my mat here. I'm going to show you the sequence of what we're going to do first. So we're going to start in the seated position in a V stance, and we're going to tilt our pelvic bone back a little bit, and we're going to roll. This is going to be a half roll down. So we're kind of making the letter C, and then we're pulling our abs back up. Very nice and slow. Whew. So that's going to be the first move. Then we're going to lay all the way back on the last one. We're going to lift one leg up, and we're going to do little circles in one direction. Then we'll do the other direction. We'll switch to the opposite leg, and then we're going to do the modified can-can. So we're going to point our fingers back. Again, we're in the seated V position, and we're tilting our knees. Just our knees like this, keeping that core engaged. Tilt the knees side to side. And then we're going to do a reverse plank. So again, still facing upwards, and you're going to hold it. If you want to make it even bigger, you can pull one leg in at a time for a reverse crunch like this. All right, so we're going to do 2 rounds of that. So we're going to start, each one is going to be 45 seconds each. So again, timer's on, we're seated, and we're tilting back into that C, and we're pulling ourselves back up. Inhale, roll back, bring up. We are using our core to lower us and then pull us up. Another way to make this even more harder is we can hold a weight in our hand. That would make it a little bit more difficult. I'm always looking for ways how to make things a little bit more challenging. Because if we do the same exercise over and over again and we're not challenging ourselves, then our muscles get used to it and we're not actually doing anything that's going to help us. So we'll start off this week, no weights, but as we progress on, we'll add weights to this. All right, now we're going to lower down. I want you to lower all the way down, doing that same C position. Extend out, lift that right leg up into the air, our back's flat against the mat, and we're making little circles, as if our toe is drawing a circle in the sky. And then I'll tell you when we need to go the opposite direction. If you need to bend your knee, you can bend your knee. My puppy is crying at me right now. keeping that core tight. All right, let's switch directions here. Woo. Oh, Ducker.
Ouch.
Almost there, breathing. Woo. I always feel this burn. It seems like such a simple exercise, but oh my God, does it burn.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, and down. We're gonna switch and do the left leg up in the air. Draw those little circles in the sky, on your ceiling, one direction. Nice and slow movement. We're not letting our body rock all around. We don't want to do that. We want to keep our hips straight, our back flat, and we are simply just moving one leg around. That's the only thing that should be moving. All right, opposite direction, do the same thing. Core tight, nice little circles. Feel it burn. Keep going, keep going. Almost there, breathing through it. Woo! We've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Oh my goodness. Whew, that was burning. All right, now we're going to go into the can move. Again, our fingertips are pointing. Oh my God, it's rolling on me. Our fingertips are pointed out. We're sitting on our butt here. We're going to lift our knees up and we're just going to tilt the knees side to side. Sometimes it can be helpful if we bend our elbows like this. If this is easier for you, breathe side to side. Again, we don't want to be swaying our body. We simply want to move just our knees. Whew. Keep going. Keep those legs together, tight. Breathe. Breathe. Again, ankle weights would make this really, really hard. Woo! Core tight. Keeping that core engaged. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, we're going straight into our reverse plank. So hands out, butt up in the air. You can hold it like this. Again, keeping that core engaged, like how we talked about in the beginning. We want to keep that core engaged. You can bring one knee up at a time. Make it a little bit more difficult. Power through that. Or you can just hold it. Again, use squeezing our butt, using our abs, lifting up just a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. Uh-oh, somebody's calling me. Breathe through it. Almost there. Keep going. Don't stop. 10 more seconds. Woo. Keep breathing. Core tight. 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, take a stretch wherever you need. We're going to do that block one more time. So that entire sequence, one more time. I'm going to take a sip of water. Whew. This exercise, you should really feel it in your hip flexors. It's a lot of hip and thigh movements here. Okay. Let me fix my mat. Mat is very rolly on me. Okay. Let's start again. We're going to do the half roll down. So again, seated position, arms straight out, kind of like we're holding a beach ball. We're going to tilt our pelvic back, roll it. It's controlling us. And then we're going to pull back up, core engaged. Roll back into like a C position and pull our chest up. Tilt that pelvic bone back, roll back, lift up as if we're holding a beach ball. Tilt, roll, pull back up. Roll back and lift. Whew. Almost there. Core tight, belly button to spine when we do this. Roll back. Make it a little bit more intense. Hold it in the C position. 3, 2, 1, and lift back up. One more. And it's going to be done. All right, let's finish that and roll all the way back down. Here we go. We're lifting our right leg up in the air and we're making little circles in the sky. Little circles, core tight, only moving our leg. We're not swaying our body side to side. We're keeping it nice and strong. Round and round. Breathe through it. Breathe. Little circles. Opposite direction now. If you went left, go right. Little circles. You should really start to feel it burning now, shaking, core tight. Breathe through it. You've got this. Woo! Almost there, guys. We've got about 5 more seconds. Keep going. Think about something else. 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg. Lift the left leg up. We're going straight into it, and we're making little circles. Here we go. Little circles in the sky. If you can make the leg straight, try to make it as straight as possible. If not, you can always bend your knee and do little circles too. We just want little tiny movements. It's working the smaller muscle groups. Core tight. Woo. Okay, opposite direction. Here we go. Breathing through it. Breathing. This is going to help with mobility. This is going to help if you lift weights. This is going to help you lift those bigger weights because we're working the smaller muscle groups that help the big muscles. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and down. Oh my goodness. Woo! All right, stretch it out. We're going to go into the can. You can. You can. Okay, hands back. If you want to bend your elbows, you can. Knees together, tilt side to side. 1. Center, side, center, right, center, left, center. Try to keep those toes pointed to the ground. Again, we're lifting through our chest, core engaged. This is really going to get those hip flexors burning. Breathing through it. Inhale, exhale. The more we breathe, the easier it is for us to do our movements. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! I think I got like a foot cramp on that one.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. How we doing?
Muscles are all like, I think they're all short right now.
I know. It's been a while. Stretch it out.
Yep.
Stretch it out. After every move, like even at home when I'm doing, I like roll wherever I need to stretch things out.
Yep.
Okay. Reverse plank. We're going to finish this block with the reverse plank. So again, we're lifting with our core, our butt up in the air. You can bring it in this way. If you really want to make it difficult, you can kick straight up in the air. Whatever you want. Or just hold it. Or just hold it. Hold it nice. Breathe. Keeping that core tight. Squeeze the butt. Almost there. Breathing. Woo. Looking straight up. Straight ahead. 3, 2, 1, and down. All right. Take a sip of water. Okay. All right. Let's see what the next one is. Okay. The next one, we're actually going to be going on to our side here. We're going to do, move this over here so I can see it. Again, I'm going to show you the sequence. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so what we're going to do, right knee on the ground. Our hand is directly underneath our shoulder, and we're going to lift our leg up. So we're going to point the heel down and lift up. Keeping that core tight, lift it down. So we're going to do that for 45 seconds. Up and down. The left leg is going up, making sure we're not dumping our weight into our wrists. We're lifting up through our side obliques here. Breathing through. Nice and slow, kind of like as if we're going through cement. Again, ankle weights for this exercise is amazing. Adds a little extra oomph to it. Pointing the toes down. Our heel is up. Lifting through that hip right here. We're not letting it dump. We're not putting all of our weight into our wrist there. We're holding ourselves up and down. I was going to show you the sequence, but I guess I did not. I went right into it. Okay, next, we're going to hold it up, and we're going to bring it in. to a side crunch. If you want to keep your leg down and do it this way, if that's easier for you, you can do it that way, or you can keep your leg up and we're just bringing it down into a crunch. Again, if you want to keep it up, crunch it in, and then keep it out. Breathe in, out. We're keeping that core engaged. The leg that is on the ground, that is like your working leg. That's your stabilizer leg. You're really going to feel it in your outer glutes with this one. Breathe. Breathe in and out. In, out. Keep it going. Woo. Your outer thighs are working. Almost there. 10 more seconds. Keep going. Push through this. Woo, woo. Oh my goodness. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. All right. Shake it out. Woo. It's going to be a little tight. That leg that was working, it's going to feel tight right here. We're going to switch to the other side. I got my mat. Okay. Switch to the other side. Again, shoulder directly underneath the hand here. Straight line. We want a straight line. We want to keep that core engaged. Toes pointing down, heel up. Breathe through it. Nice and slow, as if we're going through cement. Heel up and down. Up and down. Breathe. Don't dump all your weight into your wrist. We want to lift through our side obliques there. Whew, almost there. About 10 more seconds left. You've got this. Try not to let your leg just fall down through gravity. Have control of that leg coming down. All right. All right, here we go. We're going to go into that side crunch like we did on the other side. Again, reach out, bring it in, keep the leg up, or you can lower the leg and you can do it this way. Whichever is easier for you. Find modifications that work for you. The most important thing is that you keep going and you're not stopping. Do a couple if you need to take a little break. Take a quick second break and then go right back into it. These are your workouts. Whew, you make it what you want, but we want to keep that core engaged. We don't want to dump our weight in our wrists. We want to lift up through our hips here, through our side obliques. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, and down. Woo. All right, we're going to do another round of that. That'll be a quick leg round, side, hip, thigh round. Take a sip of water. We're going to go on the other side. Okay. What side did I just do? Okay. All right, back at it. Here we go. We're going to do the leg lifts on this side. Did I just do that side? I feel like I just did that side.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the computer and I'm like, wait, which side did I just do? Switch sides. Whatever side. Now this side feels hard for me. This side, I usually feel like there's always one side that is a little bit weaker than your other, and I can definitely feel this in my right thigh. Whew. Again, point the toe down and the heel is up. Feels kind of weird, and it probably looks weird, but that's where the magic happens. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, here we go. Side crunch. Again, lift that leg up, bring it in and out. In and out. Inhale or keep it down. Wherever you're at. Don't worry if it's not perfect. All that matters is that you're doing it. Or keep it up. You'll find it difficult to keep that leg up in the air and keep going. You have about 18 more seconds. Nice and slow. Where it's the hardest, hold into that. Sometimes I gotta loosen it up. Again, my butt is burning on this side. I can feel it. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done.
Huh.
Woo.
It's the leg that has the weight on it. I think that's the one that burns.
Yeah, Yes, that is the working leg. That is the leg that is doing all the work, trying to keep the stabilizer, trying to keep you up.
Yes.
That is hard. This hurts on this side. I gotta like, woo. All right, switch the sides. Same thing. Here we go. Stacking that shoulder over the wrist, not dumping anything into that wrist, pulling up through the side obliques here. Nice straight line. Not letting that leg flop down, having control over it. Heel down, or sorry, toes down, heel up. Breathe. Breathe. And then you're working that leg next, and then it really hurts. That's what I feel like right now. Woo. Oh my goodness. 8 more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Oh man. All right, side crunch. Here we go. Straight into it. Reach in and out. In, out. Breathing through. Crunch it in. Keeping that core tight, that belly tight. If we want to get anything out of our ab workouts here, any movements like this, we got to keep our core engaged. Otherwise, we're not working it and it's not doing anything. Core engaged. Even if you have to slow it down and think about the movement and keeping your core engaged at the same time, it's a muscle, body, mind connection here. Mind, body, muscle connection. 3, 2, 1, and down. All right. Take a quick child's pose here. Stretch it out. I know I need it. Child pose. Reach to the left. Center. Breathing through and right. Hold that for a couple seconds. Okay, we are in our last block. Oh, man. All right, for this one, I feel like this side definitely hurts. This side definitely hurts me. Okay, we are going to do, I'll show you, I'm going to show you this time, the sequence. Okay, so for this one, you can use a weight, you don't have to use a weight, but kind of like how we did that, that C roll down, what we're going to do, we're going to do a full motion. This is called a teaser prep. So we're going to hold it. You can either have your legs straight out or you can have it bent, but we're just going to pull ourselves up kind of like in a full crunch. And then we roll in back in that C and down. Again, rolling up, lifting through the chest, and roll all the way down. Dig those heels into the ground. We're using that abs to pull ourselves up. We are not lifting through the chest. We're not lifting through the neck. We're using our abs to kind of contract ourselves back up. That's the first one. The next one we're going to do, again, we're curving at the breastbone for this one. And we're going to do a double leg stretch. So we're going to hold it and stretch. So again, curving at the breastbone. We're not using our neck to hold this up. We're using our core, curving at the breastbone, belly tight, and switch. Breathe. Breathe. If you want to lay down and do this one, you can lay down and do this one. Again, wherever you're at. I like to give options. Then we're going to go into a cross bike. So same concept over, opposite knee, the opposite elbow, and we're switching, making sure the core is engaged. Nice and slow. These movements work even better when you do it nice and slow. Then we're going to go into, we're going to end again with some booty work. So we're going to do some pulses. So in that glute bridge, but we're keeping it up and we're just squeeze and release, squeeze, release. And then we'll end with our heels up, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. So we're going to do that for 3 rounds. Okay, so let's start it off here. All right, we're going to do the teaser prep, which is basically like a full setup. Again, you can have your legs straight or you can bend them up here. But here we go. We're curving down, nice and slow. Curving our hip bone, pelvic bone towards our belly button, curving at the breastbone and lifting up. The more that we curve our pelvic bone to our belly button, that is going to help us lift up through our core and roll back down. Curving. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and slow. You do what works for you. Breathe in. My mom has trouble doing this, but she finds that she can do this when she's holding a weight because the weight kind of acts as like a stabilizer for her. So if you need a weight to do it, you can hold on to the weight and kind of pull yourself up just to build up that motion, because sometimes it's a little bit of a learned motion to do. Okay, double leg stretch. Here we go. Back flat against the mat, curving at the breastbone, one leg down. And we're kind of just lightly pressing our hands against the back of the kneecaps here. Breathing. Breathe. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. We're making sure that our back is flat against the mat here. Breathe. Almost there. Curving at the breastbone. Don't pull with your neck. Don't pull with your head. Use that core. Tighten that core. Woo! Almost there. Don't let that belly go. Almost there. Think 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, shake that head out, tilt it side to side. Now we're gonna go into the bicycle. Hands behind the head, back flat against the mat. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. Belly flat. We're not letting our belly dome. Breathing through it. See if you can reach your elbow just a little bit further past your knee. Breathe. Breathe. Core tight. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Almost there. 10 more seconds. Keep going. Push it through. Push it through. Keep that core tight. No doming of the belly. And down. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to go into the glute bridge pulses. So we're going to lift our butt up in the air, feet are flat against the mat, and we're squeezing and releasing. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Keeping that core tight. Our body is only moving like an inch because we're just squeezing our butt and releasing it. That's the only motion that is happening right now. Squeeze, release. Breathe. Breathe. Woo. Breathe. Almost there. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Then we're going to do the same motion, but our heels are going to be up in the air for it. Keep going. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, heels up. Butt stays up in the air. Heels up. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Squeeze. Nice and slow. Squeeze it, release. Core tight. Keep that chest down. We don't want to lift through our chest. We're just lifting our hips up. Squeeze, release. Woo! Almost there. About 20 more seconds. Feeling it burn in the glutes. Core tight. Breathe. About 10 more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Woo! All right, bring one knee into your body. Hold it there. Switch it out. Bring the other knee into your chest if you want to twist it out there. There we go. One more round of this, and then you are done for the day. Stretch it out. Here we go. Teaser prep. Again, it's like a sit-up. We're rolling back. Here we go. Timer's on. Roll back. Tilting at the pelvic bone. Pull yourself up. Lift through the chest. Tilt the pelvic bone. Slowly roll back. Again, tilt pelvic bone towards us. Lifting. Chest high. Slow roll back. We're lifting at the breastbone, tilting the pelvic. It's kind of like contracting our abs together. That is what is pulling us up. Use your breath through the movement. And down. Almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, if you're in the seated position, roll yourself back down. We're going to do the double leg stretch. Here we go. Again, curving at the breastbone. Opposite leg. Hold it for a second. Curving at the breastbone. We're lifting. We're not lifting with our shoulders. We're not lifting with our neck. Keeping that core tight. If you want to lay down and do this, you can lay down and do this. Sometimes I feel like I need to bend my knees to do it if that's the case, because we want our back flat against the mat. Core engaged. When our core is engaged, we're not going to hurt our back. Almost there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. All right. Cross body bike. Here we go. 45 seconds. Hands behind the head. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. Breathe. Whew. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can reach that elbow a little bit further past your knee. Breathe. Core tight. Our bellies are not doming. We do not want domed bellies. The slower you go, the more it's going to burn. 13. Almost there. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, last exercise round. Here, I gotta fix this mat. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do the, oh my god, this mat is so slidey. Okay, now we're gonna do the glute bridges. Okay, hold our butt up in the air. We're squeezing and release. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Breathe. Breathe. I get so many spam phone calls in a day. Breathe. Up and down. Up and down. Breathe. Again, if you want to ever make this exercise a little bit difficult, put a band around your thighs, or you can put weights on your hips. I have done both before. It's whatever you want to make out of the exercise. If you do this a couple times, you're like, oh, this seems a little bit easy. Add the weights, add the bands. Okay, now we're gonna lift our heels up. Our heels are off the ground, and we're gonna squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Here we go. Squeeze and release. The only movement that is happening is our butt contracting and releasing. Breathe, keeping that core tight. Shoulders are pressed against the mat. We can see over our knees. If you can't see over your knees, you are too far up. Breathe, breathe. Almost there, halfway through. You've got this. Then we'll do a little stretch, and then you'll be on for your day. And hopefully you feel energized and ready to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, good job today. Woo!
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. Bring that leg up into a stretch. We're going to make a figure 4. So our right foot is going over our left thigh. Reach that hand through, and we're going to pull that left leg towards us. You'll feel the stretch through this outer glute here, the hamstrings. Hold it there for a second. Breathe. We did a lot of hip flexors. We did a lot of leg work today. Now on, what is it, Thursday is going to be a lot of core. Switch sides here. Same thing, left foot over the right thigh. Thread the hands through the figure 4. Pull that right leg towards us. Breathe. In through the nose. out the mouth. Feel the stretch. Feel the stretch. All right, now lower your legs. We're going to take that left leg. We're going to swing it over the right leg and we're going to stretch out the back here. You can push down on your left leg here. Hold it. Breathe in, out. Switch sides, same thing. Right leg over left thigh, switching. Extend that leg arm out to the side. Nice open stretch here. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Be so proud of yourself. Oh, my back cracked. Oh, hug your knees into your chest. And then you can roll right up. I like to do a butterfly stretch here. Lean forward if you're able to. Stretch out those legs. Inhale, roll the neck around. Roll your shoulders. Extend the legs out. Hands reach out. All right. Good job today. Thank
That
you.
was
Thank
it. Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm like sweaty. My legs are on fire right now.
Yep.
So glad you joined. And then on Saturday, what's today? On Thursday, it's only a 30-minute class, but it's going to be a little bit more intense, a little bit more core
Hmm.
um, focus and everything. But if you can't miss it, it'll be on the replay.
Yeah, no, I should be able to attend for this week as well as next week. I should be fine. It's just
Okay.
afterwards it's going to be an issue.
All right. Not a problem. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate it so much. Thank you. And you have a
No,
great day.
you too. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.